get out of here. They're still coming.
Captain Tannus? You're about 500 kilometers off from here, but I'm working on it. Shield. Rita, move!
Drop your weapon! You have exactly one. Do as I say! Drop your weapon! You alright?
I'm unharmed.
Good. What's our status?
The Oryx is 500 kilometers off the porthole and counting.
Prepare jump drive for emergency jump.
Emergency jump. Well, recon active.
Recall all crew members from recon.
Wait, he said it damaged Foster's brain if we force recall.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Then I suggest you get us out of here as far as possible, Mara.
Are you sure you can fly it?
I don't know if Foster does it. How hard could it be? Oh, this might be a little tougher than I thought.
Get us out of here, Mara.
Trying, sir.
What's wrong?
I've never used these controls before.
Control reestablished.
Use evasive pattern theta tau.
I don't know what that is.
What? Move! Security teams to the bridge. Get Baker and Ives up here. Send them to retrieve Foster. If we don't jump soon, we are as good as dead.
You can't.
What?
We can't.
Why not?
Because we're of the creed of God.
You go.
What?
You go! Computer!
Yes.
If we redirect all power from the shields to the engines, can we increase maximum velocity?
Velocity would increase by a factor of 9%, but increase will cause engines to destabilize after 17 minutes.
That'll have to do. Computer, reroute all power from the shields to the engines.
If we take a hit without shields, our hull will breach.
We can stay just out of range until the engines burn out. Go, you've got 17 minutes and then we have to jump.
Wait, I can't go. I don't have a double.
I do.
Then you've got 17 minutes. After that, the connection will be severed and then we're stuck.
I understand. I'm sure you want to do this. Not much of a choice. Are you going to be okay?
You kidding? This is the most at home I've felt since we got here.
16 minutes.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? My name is Glenn Foster. I lost my job. I think I might be going crazy. Everything about my life and my friends is different, and I don't know what's going on. If you can hear this, please help me.
Are you alright, miss?
I think so. I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Do you have some sort of condition? Is there someone I can call for you?
No. Yes! Yes! Oh, I have to get a hold of my friend right away. I can call information to get his number. Can I use your cell phone, please?
My phone's dead, I'm afraid, but I'm heading to my buddy's apartment. He lives right around the corner. I'm sure he'll let you use his phone.
Thanks. I've got 15 minutes to get a hold of my friend, or things are going to be bad. Like, Really bad.
We'll get you taken care of, okay? No problem.
I've only been gone a matter of minutes. Average walking speed of a one-night girl can't be more than a quarter mile in 10 minutes. I couldn't be too far from his apartment, right? There aren't likely to be a whole bunch of Jonah Fosters in a 10-square block radius, are there?
You know Foster?
You know Foster?
Yeah, he was the buddy I was talking about. He's literally right around the corner.
Oh, come on, let's go! You don't have daylight to burn, let's go!
It's, over here.
Right. Jonah! Jonah, just talk to me, please!
Go away!
There's someone at the door.
Dalton!
Hey, pressure cooker, how you doing?
Foster? Foster? Where is he?
I didn't catch her name, but she's looking for,
Foster! Where is he?
He locked himself in the bathroom. He saw me a couple minutes ago and just freaked out and locked himself in there.
Again?
What do you mean again?
Alex called me and told me he did it with
Foster!
him last week. Let me try to talk to him.
Foster? You need to come with me now, buddy!
Go away!
Foster! Hey, it's Dalton. You doing all right in there? You got a lot of people worried about you out here, buddy.
What the hell is Captain Underpants doing in my apartment?
Hey, Alex called and told me you got your job back. I just wanted to see if you needed anything, and you know, I appreciate what you did for me, and I just want to return the favor.
Return the favor? You're the one who got me fired in the first place.
You're not making any sense, buddy.
Laura, can you please get Captain Underpants and Miss Universe out of here?
Not until you explain why you're freaking out!
Laura! You're Laura! Oh my god, it's so great to finally meet you! Oh, Foster has told me so much about you. Well, not everything, it would seem. But still, it's so great to finally put a face to the stories. I don't have to tell you, I've got one great brother there. Is he always so snarky?
Yeah, it's kind of his thing. Could you tell me maybe...
No time. If I don't convince Foster to come back with me to Rift in the next 5 minutes, we're all dead.
Right.
How do you know Foster again?
Oh, we were both abducted by the same spaceship.
Ow!
Foster, you all right in there?
Yeah, just my head. So hoping I'd either wake myself up or knock myself out.
Did it work?
Foster, this is ridiculous! You come out with you right now or... Oh God.
You all right?
No, God, I think I'm gonna be sick. I might be going into labor!
What? What is it? Are you okay?
Oh my God, you are so gullible.
That was dirty cool.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Foster, I need to speak with you alone, please.
What is he doing here?
Well, I came to check on my friend. Also, I wanted to drop off the check for her prenatal care.
Why is that any of your business?
It's gotten into you. Does that have something to do with work?
Brilliant deduction.
But why'd you cover for me if you're gonna get so pissed off about it?
Cover for you.
Oh. He didn't tell you. When Foster lost his job a few months ago, it's because he was covering for me. I was off course and I lost my bearings, and Foster took the heat for me. He said he had less to lose since Brian and I were adopting your baby.
Wait, I did what? And you're doing what with her what?
Foster.
But who the hell is Brian?
Everybody quiet! No, I hate to ask, but I think I can clear this all up if you just give me 3 minutes alone with Foster.
No offense, lady, but you're not gonna be alone with my brother.
Please. 3 minutes, that's all I ask. And this will all be cleared up one way or another.
3 minutes.
Look, this is just...
No talking. Just listen. Now, I don't have a lot of time to explain this, so I'm going to need you to believe me. You are Jonah Foster. You're not really here right now. I mean, you are, but you're not. Right now, you're on a spaceship called Rift. You're with me, an alien who's not really an alien, a screwed up android, and a whole lot of people that are trying to kill us. And if I don't convince you to come back with me and back to Rift, we're all dead. No, I know this feels real. And I know you're excited to be back home and to see your sister again, but this isn't really your life. That's not really your sister, and I know you want to stay.
How do I go back?
You're okay. What?
How do I go back?
You can't just say it. You have to really want to go back.
I do.
Why the sudden change of heart?
You said it yourself. This isn't really my life. That's not really my sister in there. I mean, it looks like her, but it's not really her, is it?
No. Not the way you think, at least.
I knew it wasn't real.
How'd you know?
You remember my cat, Marilyn? She's a German Shepherd. I had to call Alex to take it away. I can't stand dogs. I mean, dogs and I just don't get along. Anyway, I knew it wasn't real right away. Computer simulation?
Alternate dimension.
Oh, of course it is.
You're not surprised?
I just found out I willingly lost my job to protect my gay former nemesis who is now adopting my sister's baby.
Ta-da! Oh, sorry.
It's not your fault. So what's been happening on Rift?
Long story, but we've got less than 2 minutes to get back or we're stuck here for good.
Okay, just tell me what I need to do.
Just think about going back and tap the back of your hand 3 times, like this.
That's it?
That's it.
Alternate dimension. I should have known. Well, I mean, lots of little things, like Ajira saying she missed the feeling of the earth beneath her feet. Like, she's not even really an alien, is she?
No, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, right, yes, let me do one more thing. No matter what, remember that your brother always loves you.
Foster!
I love you too.
Goodbye, Laura. Laura? What are you doing here?
You invited me over.
I did?
Look, Foster, I think we need to get to the doctor, all right? You've been overstressed lately, and I just want to make sure you're healthy for when you start work next week.
I got my job back?
Excuse me. I hate to bother you. I mean, you're clearly busy, but I just have one question. Well, it's more like 3 questions, but they're all interconnected, so it's more like 3 components of a single question. But who are you? Where am I? And what's going on? I'm just gonna go. Bathroom. This way out.
Sure. Who's your friend?
We're out of time. Computer, prepare jump drive for emergency jump.
Emergency jump activated in 10.
We need to give them more time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Well, you two sure cut things close. Computer, disengage engines.
Who the hell is that?
Don't ask.
Initiate emergency jump.
Emergency jump initiated. Oris inbound. Unable to complete jump. Particle beam has been engaged. Oris.
We have to get them to disengage, or we're going to miss the dimensional.
Open up a channel.
It's going to take more than words to get them to call off their
Just
attack.
trust me. This is the rift to the Oris. Disengage your particle beam, or I destroy the genome base.
This is your plan?
Commander Brex is going to call your bluff in a second. She's not bluffing. She's already destroyed 4 of them.
Mara!
Re-engage the transmission.
Commander,
1,000 people per cell.
listen to her. She's already destroyed 4 of them. She's not bluffing.
This isn't over.
Particle beam disengaged. Rift engaged.
Coordinates show rift jump has been successful. No sign of the Oris. Now that that's been dealt with, would someone like to tell me what happened to my crew?
Okay, so just to recap, this ship travels between dimensions. We now have 2 prisoners from the Oris. Broke is working again, albeit minus any of her usual, we'll call it charm. The captain is back from the dead, and we now have these little devices that allow us to inhabit the bodies of our alternate selves in whatever dimension we've jumped into.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Is there anything else I should know?
I believe that is all for now.
More to the point. What do we do?
I should think that would be obvious. We return ourselves home and turn the ship over to its captain.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Of course, this solves all of our problems. We'll no longer be burdened to the ship's mission.
Are we? We couldn't trust Brax or their doctor. What makes you think we can trust the captain?
She's got a point. I mean, the doctor said that Tannus failed his mission and then ran. What's to stop him from dumping us and then running again?
It's a fair question.
Okay, you make a good point.
You seemed comfortable following his orders earlier.
I'm always inclined to follow the orders of the person not pressing a knife against my throat.
Where did he say he was going again?
He's taking the Oris prisoners to the brig.
Are we sure he's really the captain?
We saw his name and picture in the crew file.
But how? I thought all the original crew died.
Apparently not.
It explains why the security lockouts were so illogical. Some of the systems registered him as dead and others didn't. Brooke couldn't figure out how much access to give us because she couldn't figure out if he was alive or not.
It also explains why the consoles are biometrically locked to us. If the original version of Foster had died, then they would need a new version of Foster.
So that's why Brooke brought us here? So she never really needed us, she just needed our genetics. Wait, if the original crew all died, then how did the captain survive?
Yes, I'd like to know that myself.
I have a theory, but I'm gonna need to know exactly what you remember about your last battle with the Oris.
Do you remember what happened?
Yes, of course. Decker was at comms. We just received word that the Oris had moved into position to initiate the Earth 2 conception. I ordered Foster to move us into position. We linked drives with the Oris, and we began the process.
And then what?
I'm right, aren't I? You're not my crew.
No.
Who are you?
Your ship kidnapped us, brought us here. We've been stuck on board for months.
I was the first. When the ship abducted me, there was nobody on board. It was damaged and barely functional.
The computer said we were recruited to replace the dead crew.
Recruitment protocol. Are they all gone? My people.
Near as we can tell. But we thought you were dead, so maybe there's hope.
No, I heard them. I saw them all die. They're all gone.
What happened? They seem to think...
They say that you betrayed them and ran.
We betrayed them. They vaporized my entire crew, and they say we betrayed them.
They say you attacked them.
Those. I assume you understand the Rift's mission.
No thanks to Glitchy McSkynet over there.
We were sent to colonize a new Earth. We were given a year to do so. We found nothing suitable.
Really? You had all that time and you couldn't find a single Earth that didn't suck?
Dimensional travel has very strict guidelines. In addition to the extra taxing on a planet's resources, there is
spatio-duplication, quantum overlap, gene flow. If two identical people from alternate realities come into contact, or a large enough body of duplicates are in heightened proximity to each other, effects could include the cross-pollination of genetic material, hybridization of individuals' quantum signatures, subject to particle reversal, and continuum nullification.
Don't look at me.
Okay, new rule. For those of us in the room who don't speak hyper-nerd, can we just say bad stuff from now on?
very bad stuff could happen. Based on the models that Dr. Decker ran, large-scale genetic duplication can cause anything from genetic duplicates fusing together to simply blinking out of existence, and those were the best-case scenarios.
Gotcha. Bad stuff.
Based on Decker's models, the Council decided that anything over an 8% genetic duplication could be disastrous for a planet's population. So we looked for an Earth that met all of our resource needs and batched all of our parallel directives. After 2 years of searching, we found nothing suitable.
And that's when the Oris found you?
We were supposed to go back with them to our home dimension, but one of Brax's scientists had an alternative. She needed the Rift's full cooperation, but Decker, my Decker, told them the plan would never work.
And I assume it didn't.
We never had a chance to find out. Brax wanted to create a new Earth, to take an existing Earth, and with the MT and the Rift, clone a new Earth, but in its own dimensional pocket. And essentially manufacture our own dimension without the genetic duplicates in our genome banks.
That's brilliant.
It's also impossible. Her plan was a lie. Her real plan was to send a tuned Contron pulse over the planet's population, targeting the genetic duplicates. It would have wiped out nearly 38% of their population.
Wait, you only have about 6 million people.
Genetics is not my field, but it's a lot trickier than you might think. Most of us share more genetic information than most of us might realize. Isolating those genetic markers essentially meant that anyone sharing those markers became a target. That's why we developed those recon discs. Actually emptying to a planet can be very dangerous.
There should be a way to protect it against large-scale quantum entanglement, though.
That's what my Decker said, too. She was working on a solution before the auras showed up.
Even though you knew her plan wouldn't work, you still went along with it?
You follow the chain of command, regardless of the consequences.
That's a pretty narrow view of things. In point of fact, I did not follow her orders, and I told her I wouldn't. She told me that if I didn't fall into line, she would relieve me of command and replace me with somebody that would.
So you defied your commander?
I followed the Council's orders. I had strict directives. I was not going to break them simply because Brax had some sort of moral deficit. Now, we fulfilled our role in her design, but I told Decker to disable the outgoing carrier wave, which disabled their rift drive. It should have neutralized them long enough for us to jump. But they engaged us, and that's when they hit us with a Contron wave. So I ordered the ship to run and initiate emergency protocol. I tried to MT my crew off the ship, and the last thing I remember before rematerializing was reaching for Mara's hand as she was hit with the Contron wave. My entire crew was atomized before my eyes.
That explains how you survived. There's a brief micro moment when you disappear from your origin point and haven't yet reappeared at your destination. During that moment, you're stored in the ship's memory banks. The MT won't transport you into a hazardous environment, right?
Right, the signal gets bounced back to its origin.
But the origin point became hazardous, so you got stuck in the system, so to speak.
And to the computer, he wasn't a life sign, but he wasn't dead either.
Very good. Where are you going?
I'm going to check his story with the Oris prisoners.
You don't believe him?
For his sake, I hope he's lying.
For my sake.
You disobeyed direct orders from a superior. The Oris crew is correct. You're a traitor.
Now, wait a minute. I'd rather be a traitor than a murderer.
And yet it's your disobedience which killed your crew.
Well, that's not really fair, is it?
You're nothing like my Mara.
Jira. My name is Jira.
Well, Jira, I'm sorry if I don't feel like I need to take criticism from somebody who could kill thousands of people as casually as she would swat a fly.
And I don't follow leaders who get their own people killed. It is because of you that my double is dead and the three of us are in this mess. And before you embarrass yourself further, unlike you, I have killed no one. We needed leverage, so Rainier grew the facsimiles in a crystalline repair unit. She did good for only having 4 days, eh? The genome banks are safe in their compartment.
Is this what you wanted? Captain says we should have all the crew files.
This is what I need.
So, how exactly are you going to use the crew files to give broken personality?
These crew files are more than just dossiers. Even when we were locked out, I could decipher enough to realize that they contain neural recordings. Given what we know now about Earth's mission, it makes sense. The ship has to track the crew's doppelgangers through different dimensions.
So you're going to give her the personality of one of the former crew members?
Not exactly. These crew files aren't exact copies. It's more like every crew member left behind a finger. A piece of themselves in the archives. And if I can Frankenstein together enough of this, do you know what I'll have?
person made of fingers?
Don't be so literal. If I can take all the best partial prints of all this, it'll hopefully come together into something special.
Can't help but notice you use the word hopefully.
This technology has proven to be a little bit unpredictable.
Why don't you ask the captain about it? I mean, he might be able to tell you what you need to know.
He's not a scientist, Foster. This is a little far from his avenue of expertise.
This, I mean, it still seems unnecessary. She's working, isn't she? That's the important thing.
What? You don't think I can do it?
No, it's not that. It's... Ow! It's, Look, shouldn't we be focusing on deciphering our home coordinates?
That's what the captain is doing right now. He doesn't seem to like Jared very much. I'm sure he's more than eager to get us all off his ship and back home.
Then why are you messing with Broke?
I'm not messing with anything! I just don't like to leave anything half done.
Am I interrupting?
Nope. I'm gonna take these down to Broke's quarters. It'll take a little while, so I'm gonna program the transfer for next return cycle. Should take a couple of hours. Bring her down, would you?
I don't think I'm very popular with your friends.
It's nothing personal. It's just a little weird. You know all of us, but we don't know you.
Understandable. I analyzed the course data you gave me.
And?
Getting you home shouldn't be a problem. I'd like to stick around for a few days. I'd like to analyze the coordinate plane, see if any of the Earths it scanned while I was in limbo meet our criteria.
Well, aren't you worried about the Oars finding us?
It's a big multiverse. We switched off our homing device. It can only track us if we're signaling them.
So there's no way they can find us?
The Oars can detect tears in the dimensional fabric, but only from the origin point.
So by the time they figure out where we are, we're already headed somewhere else.
That's right. Why don't you go for some shore leave? You and your friends don't have much to do here. I can call you up when it's time to jump.
Shore leave?
We sometimes use the coordinate recon discs for some R&R. It's the closest thing that some of us have to seeing our families.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll let the crew know. I think Raina would enjoy seeing her mom again.
By the way, I never did ask what you wanted those crew rundowns for.
Oh, well. Raina wants to give a personality upload to the computer. She had to wipe the original one.
She wiped the computer's personality.
Apparently. I don't know the details, but if Raina did it, she must have felt she had to. I mean, it couldn't have been an easy call. Broke was practically her only friend for a while.
A shame. That poor girl has been through so much.
Well, she'll bounce back. Anybody who cheats death as many times as she does has got pretty thick skin.
Cheats death?
That's right. You don't know. Rats attacked the ship about a week ago. One of the consoles exploded in Raina's face. Nearly killed her.
Your Decker was luckier than mine. Do you think I did the right thing with the Oars?
I couldn't say. I'd hate to have been in your shoes. It seems like a no-win situation.
I've had to make so many sacrifices and compromises of myself for this mission. This was just one bridge too many.
But how did you know that she'd been through a lot? Our Raina, I mean.
I wasn't talking about Dr. Decker. I was talking about Anna.
Anna?
You call her Broke. One of my many compromises. The rift drive needs a bio connection in order to power up. She serves as our organic nexus. Anna was selected for the rift. She had her identity wiped clean. She was cybernetically enhanced in order to serve as our operating system, a fact that has been kept quiet from the public in typical bureaucratic fashion.
Are you telling me she's alive?
She doesn't know it. But before all those cybernetic enhancements, she was just like us. Y'all know what to do?
We're not idiots.
Right. We all have approximately 9 hours left in this dimension, and then I want to jump. You all exist in this dimension. Technology is class 6, which means they have basic long-range communication. That means if any of your family's members are not in the vicinity, you at least have some time to call them.
So you're not including yourself in this little outing?
No, I wasn't planning on joining you.
Then I stay too.
Why?
What's to keep him from jumping ship before we return? This could all be a subversive way to get us off this ship.
If I wanted you off the ship, I would simply NT you to the surface, or I would incapacitate you and force you into recon forcefully. This way you can return whenever you like and I can recall you if necessary.
Ooh, denied. Sorry.
Very well.
This is so exciting.
You haven't done this before.
Yes, but that was a mission. This time I get to see my mom.
Wait a minute, this won't work for me. I don't speak their language.
Well, all of the recon discs have a neurolink, which translate into any language wherever you go. Works in any language, except Welsh. Nobody really knows why.
Right. Okay, remember the plan. All right, we do as much visiting as we want, but no matter what, we made it up at Tapper's Bar and Grill in 5 hours. Brooke said it's roughly central to our double's current locations.
I should caution you all.
We heard you the first time. See you in 5 hours.
She always this stubborn.
Yeah, I mean, can't really stop her.
I suggest you both hold on to your seats. Shall we?
Let's dance.
Bombs away! Woo!
Children. Wait, are you all right? What happened?
Nothing happened.
You were only gone for 45 minutes.
I don't wish to stay there any longer.
What's wrong?
I'm not going to discuss it.
Did something happen?
May we speak privately?
I don't know where you expect us to go.
Give me your HCT. Your HCT.
Yeah, you can still understand me, right?
This is going to have to do. I need to ask you something. Please keep your responses vague because I do not wish for him to know what we are speaking about. If you wish to tell him later, that is up to you. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
When I told you about what Captain Tannus had told me, you both denied any wrongdoing to your commander. Is that correct?
That's right.
I believe Captain Tannus to be telling the truth. Furthermore, I believe that you suspect me to be correct, but you don't wish for me to be, because if I am, you know you share some blame in the extermination of a crew. Is that correct?
It's possible. Why don't you want him to hear this?
Because he didn't believe me, or he didn't need to because he already knows the truth. I just can't tell which.
Why are you telling me this?
Why did you break our deal? We had a mutually beneficial plan and you sent Foster to Earth and you tried to contact your ship. Why?
Time is of the essence. The genome bank.
What about the genome banks?
The genome bank is an unstable system. We're projected to lose approximately 0.82% every 30 days for the next 2 years. The fact that so much of the population is still intact is nothing short of a miracle.
Why didn't you tell us?
Would you have cared?
And do you believe what you did to Broke was immoral? Or was that just a ploy to retake the ship?
Sacrifices have been made, but I do believe that they should have a choice. She didn't get one.
The genome banks are undamaged. Rainier grew replicas in the repair unit. Think about what your commander wanted to do. Can you really blame the captain for his choices?
What's that all about? do you know of Commander Brax?
Why did you tell him?
You were watching.
On the monitors.
He deserves to know his people are okay.
Why'd you defend me? What happened on your recon?
You are not my captain. I am under no obligation to speak to you.
Then try listening if you can step down from your mountain long enough to. On my recon, I visited my brother and found out the hard way that he and I were not on speaking terms. In my home dimension, I made some questionable decisions in my youth, and we hadn't spoken for years. Not until my wife got us to reconcile. Stubborn woman, my wife. I'm sure you know what that's like. Didn't quite work out that way in this dimension, though. He never forgave me. Why? Because my wife didn't exist in this new reality. She had never even been born. The three most important people in the world to me were taken away. Oh, I know it wasn't really my brother, not the brother who knew who I was, who grew up with me, but I felt like he was taken away from me all over again, like I was being punished all over again for every mistake I ever made. Now, dimensional travel is very difficult, just not in the ways that we might realize.
I woke up in an alley. There was a needle hanging from my arm. I didn't know where it was, and I couldn't understand what was happening to recall myself. This man came, and he stood me up, and he shouted in my face that I was supposed to be selling. It has been so long since I have felt so helpless.
It wasn't you.
I should have broken his arm!
Why did you need to talk to Tannus?
I've always seen myself as someone who is driven, strong. What if that could be me? Even as an outcast, I've always tried to maintain my honor. But if that is my future, to let him believe that he caused deaths that didn't happen would have been cruel.
You are not your double. You didn't live her life. She didn't live your life.
It
You don't know
could
what
be
she had to
me.
face. Why? You believe you gave up a strategic advantage?
Yes.
You did it anyway. You know why you gave up that strategic advantage? Because you know you are better than that. That is the essence of your character. You know that building trust is better than building fear. That is who you are. Now, dimensional travel can mess with your head. It can force you to acknowledge parts of yourself that you would not like to see are there. But seeing the bad in yourself does not invalidate the good.
Okay, I've got one for you, Dalton. Cask.
Cask, all right, let's see. Well, I guess it depends if you mean cask, C-A-S-Q-U-E, or cask, C-A-S-K. C-A-S-Q-U-E is a hat, while cask, C-A-S-K, is a barrel.
Is he right?
Yeah, he's right. That's 12 for 12?
How the hell do you know all this stuff?
Word of the day calendar.
You're kidding.
Of course I'm kidding, you idiot. I take a dictionary with me on every flight, and I learn 5 new words every trip.
Oh, that's impressive. Though ultimately unsettling if you are a passenger on said flight. Captain, we've got some rough weather ahead. Not now, I'll deal with that in a moment. I'm gonna learn what equestrian means.
A writer or performer
I
on
loathe
horseback.
you.
So what are you planning on doing with all this newfound vocabulary? Are you gonna hustle people at Scrabble?
It's for our book.
And you're writing a book?
Come on, man, you know we're writing a book.
Right. This is the
mystery
series. Right.
The detectives? Come on, man. You said you liked the first couple of pages that you read?
I told you you didn't read them.
Of course I read them. I was just messing with you guys. So, how's it coming?
It's going along pretty well. We're about 4 chapters to the end of the first book.
It's very Poe-ish.
No, it's not.
It has aspects of Poe in it.
All right, so the killer doesn't realize he's the killer, but he's having these nightmares about the crimes, and these crimes are driving him mad.
Yeah, you see, it's like the Telltale Heart, except it's all in his head. The Telltale Heart was all in his head. No, it wasn't.
You think the heart was literally beating underneath the floorboards?
That's not what I was talking about. I meant the intrinsic nature of the guy's guilt.
As opposed to extrinsic guilt?
Oh, thank goodness.
I say.
Oh, it's Laura. I hope you guys don't mind. I invited her and a couple other friends to hang out with us.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Although, don't people her age usually hate hanging out with adults, though?
Good point. Keep an eye out and let me know if you see any, all right?
Was that a bird?
Oh, I think that was a bird.
Shall we commence return fire?
Commence bird retaliation.
Yeah, let's do it.
I stand corrected.
No knock adulting. It'll happen whether you like it or not. Your sister's gonna be one before you know it. What does she do anyway?
6 weeks.
Well, you better visit her while you can. Once she pops out that baby, you won't see her again for 6 years.
I can't stand kids.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and meet Laura up front. Got one for you. Caltrop.
What the hell's a caltrop?
Some things never change because you don't know everything after all.
Spiked metal barbs used to impede vehicles.
Nice.
I was gonna give it to him, but he got cocky.
Guys, you know Laura?
Oh no! Oh, our old evil man!
I forget which one's Dean, which one's Dom again.
Don't mind him, he's just mad he doesn't get to be D.
Hey!
So where's baby daddy? You gonna join us?
That's my husband you're talking about.
Right, sorry, I blanked on the name a second there.
Chris
Right.
had to work. He's at work doing all this stuff. And
Right, oh, excuse me for just 1 second.
Sorry, I must have lost track of time a little.
I was worried about you. Did you find your mom?
Huh?
Your mother, were you able to get a hold of her?
Oh, right. Yeah, it was nice. We had a lot to talk about. Jira's not here yet?
I haven't seen her.
Hi there! Hey! Foster, don't you know it's rude to leave a lady standing in the corner?
This is my friend Rainia.
Hello, Rainia. Please, excuse my friend Foster's rude behavior. You know, he was raised by wolves, and not nice wolves either. Alaskan timber wolves. Notorious for their poor pack etiquette.
Down, boy.
Here, pull up a seat, and I'll introduce you to everyone.
I didn't catch your name?
Alex.
Oh, that'll be easy to remember.
It will?
That's my wife's name.
Oh. Yeah.
I didn't know you were married.
Don't feel too bad. It came as a surprise to me, too.
Well, these are my friends. Idiot number 1, idiot number 2. This is my sister, Laura.
Damn it, you. Damn! What is it, Crohn's? What did she say to you? What? Your private conversation. What was it about?
I told you, the genome banks you destroyed were fakes.
What else?
Nothing else.
It doesn't take 3 minutes to talk about the genome banks.
Don't worry about it.
I need you to tell me or I can't help you.
Back off, Rollins.
Have it your way. But just know, you brought this on yourself.
No, Rollins, wait, no, stop! Oh no. Captain! Computer, put me into Captain Tannus!
Prisoners do not have access to comms.
Just let him know I need to speak with him and let him decide for himself.
Prisoners do not have comms access.
Please, it's an emergency.
Please state your emergency.
You're missing a prisoner.
Stand by.
This is Tannus. You got a problem, Captain. Which is? Rollins is gone.
So there's Foster just standing in the snow, wearing only his boxers, and decides to start frolicking out into the parking lot. Like literally, frolicking out there. And doesn't even get 10 feet until he trips over one of those concrete parking space things and just totally face plants right in the snow.
Okay, look, it was the first time I'd ever seen snow. I mean, like, it literally hadn't snowed in Houston for 20 years, and then all of a sudden we got like 2 feet.
Nice try, it was more like 6 inches. And why on earth were you stripped down to your boxers?
I didn't think it'd be as cold as it was.
It is literally frozen water. It's about as far from jacuzzi as you can get.
Shut up.
I've never seen snow my whole life either.
Never?
Nope. I mean, I visited New York once, but it was the first winter they had on record in over 100 years without any snow. Made for some interesting discussions, though.
That's where I've seen you before.
Excuse me?
Is your last name Decker?
Yes.
Dude, you were one of the climate change scientists at the conference back in September, weren't you?
What were you doing at a climate change conference?
Caring about our Earth. What are you doing not going to a climate change conference?
Touche. So you're like a climate change scientist?
Oh yeah, she's famous. She's like Stephen Hawking if Stephen Hawking were all about clean energy.
I have a question. How the hell do you know a climate change scientist?
The internet!
So, you know me from a speech I gave at a conference?
Yeah, of course. I even remember that sick burn you laid on Dr. Hannock. So Rainia's up on stage, right? And she's talking to this room full of climate change deniers. And this guy in the back, Dr. Hannock, starts talking about global wobble. And so without missing a beat, Rainia says, well, we're examining data relevant to our lifetimes. If I wanted to examine irrelevant data, I'd read one of your research papers.
Well done, right? Yeah.
Did you really say that?
I don't know. I mean, global wobble is such a minor variable. It's pretty much considered negligible.
That's one of my issues with wanting to pursue family law. I'm just not good at talking in front of people.
Oh, yeah. The booing can be pretty jarring.
Wait a minute. People boo at science lectures?
You'd be surprised.
So do you really think that we're on the verge of an irreversible, permanent shift to our weather patterns?
Who are you?
Crack a book, Foster.
You're so good at talking to people, just hang on to your every word.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Hey, why don't you tell me that stupid joke?
What stupid joke?
You know the one you told at the conference? The icebreaker. You know, Heisenberg?
Heisenberg, right! Oh, not really a science crowd, but here goes. So, Heisenberg is driving down the road when he gets pulled over by a cop. The cop asks him how...
Hello, everyone.
I'm sorry, this is a private gathering.
No, it's okay. She's with us.
Oh.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, please, grab a chair.
This is my friend Dalton and Alex.
Hi.
And this is my sister, Laura.
Hi. Oh. It's a pleasure to meet you. Likewise?
We were worried about you.
You getting a call from an Alex tonight?
Oh, that's the wife.
Wife.
What did you say her name was?
Alex Knight.
So she's your knight in shining armor.
That's kind of personal. How do you know that?
I'm sorry, how did you say you knew Rainier?
We were at school together.
Oh. Okay.
You went to Stanford.
I went to Stanford?
Everyone, this is Jira.
I apologize for my appearance.
It's okay. You should see me when I get up in the morning.
So, Jira? That's exotic. Is it Russian?
No, it's my name.
Oh, you're serious? Oh. It's not Russian, then I take it?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the problem.
Everyone, I'd like to propose a toast to good friends, new and old.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get Jira a drink. What are you having? My treat.
I'll have a Gatrick combat.
Yeah, I think they just mostly have domestics, but we can check. Yeah. Hello?
Hey, guys, my name is Annie. Jenny's a bit weeded out right now, so I'll be taking care of you. What can I get you?
Oh, great.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
But if you're here, that means...
Wait, no!
Oh,
I should have told her.
You knew?
You knew?
Do you know?
I have no idea.
I have to go
I'll
after
go
her.
right behind you.
Okay.
Oh my God! What is going on?
Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Wait. Whoa.
What the
What the hell was that?
Jira!
Braxton, what are you doing here?
One of our agents contacted me. He tracked you down after you broke James Turnbank's arm.
I don't remember this.
Well, you did, and he's pissed. Word is he has people out looking for you. The captain wants me to bring you
Oh,
up.
sir, you can't take me off this case. I've been undercover for almost a year.
Yeah, well, now it's over. We need to bring you in for your own safety.
Sir, I don't know what's happening to me. I must have taken a bad hit because I don't even know how I got here. I can fix this. Turnbank's not exactly Monroe's favorite. I can spin this.
Are you sure, Jira? I'm your handler. Your safety has to be my #1 concern.
I'll be fine.
Your father is going to kill me if anything happens to you. I'm probably going to get suspended when he finds out I let you stay. If you need to be pulled out, I want you to call me. Do you understand? Jira?
Look, I'll be fine. I promise.
I want the rift.
You want what?
Never mind. You better get out of here.
Say hi to my father for me.
Did you find them, Commander? Sensors show all their signals are in very close proximity.
No, we must have just missed them. Did you pick up Crolin's?
We just did, sir.
Good. Has the rift detected us yet?
Sensors show they haven't jumped dimensions yet, but they're not in scanning range.
Good. That means we can track them before they jump dimensions. And they have nowhere to run.